Yeah, we're live.
Okay, cool.
We've been live.
We've been live.
Welcome to another episode. My boy Shark Magaña, or what do you want to call you? I like to call people by
Magaña. Shark Magaña. That started like back in high school. So yeah,
I like to call people by their Instagram name, so that way people can
find you easier.
Yeah, I mean it's still good, like your real name too. But
yeah,
you hit me up. We made this happen.
We're here to talk about NGA, Next Generation Apparel.
And what is that for those people that don't know?
My clothing brand that I'm trying to start. Most of the stuff that I put out made by me on the computer for the most part. I bought the equipment
for screen printing.
Well, not screen printing. Screen printing is cool if you do it in big quantities, but I'm not that big yet. So I bought a plotter, and it cuts vinyl. I bought a heat press too, and then so you basically take the shirt, you peel all the excess vinyl, and it leaves the image that it cut out. Yeah, and then you just heat press it on, and then you got a shirt. So
that's cool. And how do you get started? What made you decide to start this?
Well, it all started like in high school, because in high school I used to make my own shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And my friends would like ask me like, "Oh, where'd you get that shirt?" I'm like, "I made it." Like, because it all started with my uncle too, because he's a graphic designer.
Oh, okay, so you already had that.
I kind of just knew like how things are done. Yeah. And then so I would go to his shop sometimes, and then he would make stuff for me. Basically, like I would give him the ideas, and he would just print them out, and then I would make them. So basically, I didn't take it serious till now, because
you're just like, oh, cool, I know that.
But yeah, it was something that like, okay, yeah, it's cool. Like I didn't see any like future in it, so I was just kind of laid back on it. And then after a while, man, I could probably make some money with this. So
no, it's a side hustle. You have a regular job, right?
Yeah, I got a regular job. So.
No,
yeah.
Well, that's how we all have it. But,
no, yeah.
But it's good that you're trying to do something, because right now we live in a great era of the internet. Like, we have so much opportunity, and whatever you're doing, selling shirts, flipping stuff, freaking me doing a podcast, we got to take advantage of the situation, because you see other people doing it.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Since I've started too, I've seen a lot of people that I didn't even know in this valley made their own brand.
You find like that community.
Yeah, right? Yeah, basically.
That's so cool.
But what I've seen too is most of them don't make their own stuff. They have another company.
They do the ship to order stuff from online.
Yeah. Or either that or local.
Oh, okay.
Because we do have a couple screen printing companies out here, or like embroidery.
So so what you do is not screen printing then? So you just heat press?
Okay. The first one I started was a year ago, and then I kind of like stepped back from it for a little while, because it gets expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So I stepped back from it a little while, saved some money, and then I came back. But the first ones that I made, I went through a screen printing company, and they made all my shirts. So these are the ones that you see here. So I have a bunch of those, actually. Mm-hmm. I have like 100 shirts.
Okay.
Well, this gets pretty expensive really quick.
You're not gonna get enough profits.
Yeah. To make profit, I would have to sell a large quantity. I looked into like the equipment. That's when I looked into the equipment. I saved up for about a year, bought the equipment, then I started doing it again. But if people remember when it first came out, they would notice that there was like a year gap from then till now.
Yeah. So you're barely starting back up, but at least you have that experience from the beginning where you already kind of tried it before.
Yeah. I feel like I have more, like experience. Basically, I learned what to do, what not to do.
Yeah, and that's what happens with everything. Like for me too, the podcast, my first episode, I messed up on the camera and it was terrible quality on the YouTube video, and I was like, damn. Yeah. And then like audio and some of them, it's just, I mean, you learn as you go. But that's pretty good that you're starting this brand. And what kind of shirts and designs do you offer?
Well, the ones I have here.
Do you do like well, I know. So this is your brand, but do you do custom for people?
I do. Yeah, I actually do custom. I've made a couple custom shirts. Some of them, I think I have one of them up on Instagram, but the other one I didn't really take a picture of it because I just made it really quick and sold it. Yeah. So I didn't get to take a picture, but I do custom work. Like say you want something done, I actually will take my time. Time is very valuable. So I'll do it for free. I'll design it for free. Like you just give me the idea you want, and I'll send you some designs for free. Which a lot of companies will charge you a lot of money
for just the design.
Just the design. I'll design it for you for free, as long as you give me the business. You know.
Yeah, like if you're gonna be doing because you do if you kind of saying, yeah, I want some work done.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'll throw in a design. So that way you give them a little incentive too, but you also got to be accountable to get paid because everybody wants handouts for some reason. Like, it's hard, you know, like a lot of people struggle, and we do have to sometimes like sacrifice some of our time because we're barely starting out.
Yeah, exactly. So,
but you just gotta ask. Sometimes you just have to be willing to meet somebody in the middle, you know. I've been wanting to design a logo actually, so I'm actually hit you up. We'll talk outside of this.
We can get something going.
Yeah, I had some other dude. He hit me up. He's like, "Oh, I could do a logo for you, and then I'll give you a sample, and maybe you'll buy it." And I told him, because I was like, "I'll support your small business. That's cool. Like, I'm always willing to like instead of me going to like Fiverr or these other sites that just design you a logo, might as well support somebody local that's trying to do it too, you know." And then that one never hit me up. It's been like 2 months, and I didn't want to like go back and hit him up. I'm like, "Hey, where's the thing?" You know. But I'll talk to you about that in a little bit. Have you heard of Raised Entrepreneur on YouTube?
No, I haven't actually.
Oh, because he's a pretty big YouTuber, and he's done a lot of videos on like screen printing, starting your own business, doing that stuff. I had him on my podcast actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he came on. I hit him up, and at that time he had like 150,000 subscribers. Right now he's at 200,000. Like that dude blew up like crazy. And he does a lot of screen printing, so that's why I was like, maybe you watch tutorials. But I mean, you had an uncle.
Yeah. He taught me everything I know basically. But
do you still watch YouTube tutorials or no?
Yeah, actually, because I have tried printing on different material besides 100% cotton. Like polyester and stuff like that. So I have to watch YouTube videos on how hot you have to have the heat press and like how long you have to have it down. Because or else if you go too high, like too hot and for too long, you'll burn the whatever you're trying to press
the logo
on.
Or the shirt.
Both, yeah.
Both, damn.
Yeah.
Have you had some troubles where you burned it?
No, I got close though. When I first started out, there was a mishap with the heat press. I did not know there's an adjuster on the back and to adjust the pressure. So I tried to put a shirt down, and then like the images didn't want to stick to the shirt, and I was like, what's going on here? And then like after like a couple hours, I was like, I looked at the heat press and I was like, what the heck is that on the back? And it's like a knob that turns. And I turned it, and like it was getting tighter, and I was like, oh crap, this is probably. So I tightened it up, and then
that's all.
Yeah.
YouTube, like I said, for me, for videos and how to start a podcast, everything. It's been all mostly YouTube tutorials. Like I didn't even. I never took really editing class in high school or nothing. Like I said, like people, they think they gotta wait for the perfect moment to start, but you just gotta.
There's never a perfect moment because I was there. I was like, man, okay, when I'm gonna start this, I know it's gonna happen. And I was like, and time went on. I was like, it's never just gonna. You just have to do it. You know what I mean? So I was.
And how long have you been doing it now? Since you came back,
since I started again.
Yeah.
About a couple weeks now. I made some money already. So.
Oh, so you just started? That's like nothing, man.
I mean, I spent like $200 on materials. I already made that back. So.
No, well, you made your investment back. Now it's about profit.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Well, profit, yeah, but. I want to put that back in.
I was gonna tell you,
buy some more materials, buy some
reinvest
more
in the business because
exactly.
You don't want to take the profits now and
if I take the profits, if I want to buy more materials and stuff, I'm gonna have to dip into my own money. So might as well just take what I got from what I made and just put it back in.
Keep scaling. No, it's pretty good because that's the key. Don't get greedy. Be like, you know what? I made some money. Let me go have fun. Like, yeah, it's cool to have fun once in a while. But now when you're starting out, just keep pushing. Keep pushing.
When you're starting out, if you break even, you're lucky. To be honest. So, I mean, I know $200 isn't a lot of investment, but for just regular people, don't have a lot of money in the first place.
No, and
it's a lot.
Like what you're doing, you're not gonna be buying a Lambo next week.
Yeah, exactly.
But what you're doing is putting a little extra money that now you're learning about business too. It's not maybe 15 years in the row you're not doing this anymore, but you learn so much over the next, screen printing, dealing with people.
Yeah.
Freaking bad customers who just have you had people just kind of like waste your time with it, or like they want then they ask too many questions and then they're not buying shit.
Exactly. That's what happened with the first go around. I had so many people hit me up like, oh, it's so cool, or this and that, oh, let me get, and then nothing ever happened. I was like, well,
Yeah, it's always the ones that ask the questions. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I'm going back to, you said $200 of an investment to your business. I mean, that's a lot of money. Like, if some people could start doing like an eBay resale business, or buying things at thrift stores, garage sales, and flipping them, like, you can make some good money. Like, that's what right now we'll have collectibles, but I'm been trying to flip them, and there's a lot of them that went up in price. I'm just flipping them because I'm trying to buy like a last minute Coachella that week and one ticket. Are you going to Coachella or?
Nah. I mean,
you ever been to Coachella?
I've never been to Coachella.
No.
People like they trip out when I tell them I've never been to Coachella, and I'm like, I live here.
Yeah.
So I mean, people from all over the world come just to go to Coachella, and I live like probably down the street, and I've never been. So
no, that's why I like going, because it's super fun. I mean, everybody has their own, like.
For the most part, I've heard that it's an experience for the most part. Because from the other things that I've heard, it's not that great. But the experience is what you really go for, and you see the artists and stuff. Because I've heard the food is overpriced, and like the lines for the restroom are super long, and like it's hella windy and dusty.
Yeah,
but obviously the experience is what keeps people coming back.
Yeah, well, some of those things are true, like the lines of the restrooms. It depends on the time.
Yeah, that too.
The time and like the location, mostly for the women, because guys going in and out, girls take a little longer, so their line gets sometimes. By the end of the night, you end up seeing like a lot of girls just going in don't even care. Like, I'm gonna go to the men's. Like, I can't wait. You know? And then the food, I feel like the food is a little overpriced, but it's what you pay like when you go to a regular concert. To be honest, like $10-15 a meal. Yeah, that's what you pay at freaking like local restaurants. $10-15. It's not like too much. Yeah. And then the dust, there is a lot of dust. Fuck, we're like 100,000 people walking and it's all grass. Yeah. So it's boom, 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 picking up. You fucking inhaling that. Like, if you're not wearing a bandana, you end up getting that Coachella.
For the most part, April's like the windiest month of the year. For the most part,
you've seen like the last couple of weeks, like at nights, it's just wind and wind and wind, and that's what's crazy. Because so the Coachella, a lot of people they get sick too, because it's like 100 degrees in the day or 90 something, and then by night it's like 50. Like, it just boom, a sudden change. They're they're not wearing a sweater, nothing. They're all just
especially people that don't live here. They don't know the climate, and it's like,
you know what trips me out the most too is they don't prepare, because they know it's hot, but they probably don't know how hot it gets. And then a lot of people end up passing out like on Friday, bro. Like, it just starts, and that like I go in like at 2 or 3. There's people already like in the medical tent. Like, the thing just started, guys. Like, what are you guys doing?
I remember when I used to work at Del Taco. I would meet people from out of state or like from somewhere else. I would tell them like, it gets super hot, and they're like, oh yeah, it gets hot. It gets hot where I'm from. Like, no, it gets hot.
Like, right here.
Yeah, you've never been to the desert hot. Like, it gets. I don't think people are ready for that, unless you live like in Arizona or something. But I mean,
I don't know. You could say a little bit of LA, because it's still hot over there, just not as hot.
No,
but yeah, especially those tourists and those people from other parts of the country, like especially like freaking the people that live like in Canada and all that shit.
Oh yeah, they don't.
Right
know
now they're like snowed out.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you have all the snowbirds leaving when it gets hot, so all these fools are coming in.
Yeah,
they just end up passing out. Like, now this year, the lineup's pretty decent. It's like some artists that I know, some of them I don't know. Like music is changing. Like, sometimes when you get like, I feel like as soon as we're getting older, we're kind of sticking to only the artists that we know.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
I
feel like.
I see like the top charts. I'm like, who the hell are these people?
Who are these people?
So like, if you listen to their songs, you understand all these catchy songs and stuff. But I'm like, damn, I don't know who these guys are. It's crazy.
For the most part,
Who do you like to listen to? Like,
right now,
or just not right now, just like some of your all-time favorites.
My all-time favorites probably got to be like Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne, dude, I love his analogies and shit, metaphors.
Oh my god,
dude, that goes off, bro.
Yeah,
like, I love all his mixtapes too, because I know he has the.
His mixtapes are probably even better than the albums.
I swear, my favorite one's number 4. It had like Magic, and I forgot all the name of the songs. Yeah, but all those songs are fucking bad, bro. Like, wait, which one's? For me, my favorite Kanye. Kanye is my favorite.
Kanye West.
Yeah, like, I know
I like Kanye. He's cool.
He's a little crazy like now, but I just like the music. Like, I don't care what they're doing off.
Oh yeah,
off stage, you know.
Yeah, like for me, like, I don't know how people can't separate the artist from the music. To be honest, but I feel like some artists do get separated from like what they do out of music. I don't want to bring up like the R.Kelly and it's like same thing, like they were trying to throw dirt on like Michael Jackson. But everybody was like, "Oh, we love Michael." Like
it's about the headlines. Like,
yeah, exactly that too. How they perceive the person.
Yeah, they just want to get clicks in their website and
that too. Yeah,
and like they know that these names are hot or trendy, and then they're just trying to post it.
Man, every time Michael Jackson's name comes out anywhere, you know it's gonna get millions of views.
Oh, for sure.
I mean.
Yeah, and I think the WikiLeaks like revealed like FBI reports, and it was saying that there was nothing like
I heard about that,
evidence. There's no evidence. It's just these people coming out 15 years later trying to get this he said, and they're trying to just get money. Like man, somebody said like people are always gonna be trying to get money once you make it like a certain level, and and it's always like that. So especially someone like Michael Jackson, who's probably one of the greatest of all time, like just ever, you know, like they're trying to just get that money.
Oh, and I just want to clear it up. I think R.Kelly's a piece of crap. So
no, that's the one that pisses me off, bro. Like R.Kelly has like all kinds of like documentaries and evidence.
Yeah.
He married like an underage girl, hanging out in high school.
I don't know how he made it this far. Like, how's he still crazy
on the streets, bro? Like allegations and stuff. But he has like legit evidence.
This is real stuff. Like.
Legit evidence, and somehow this dude is just like out in the streets. And if you saw that he got arrested because of was it his taxes? I forgot what it was, or child support.
Yeah, child support.
Somebody paid $150,000 to bail him out. Like that's what why would you even bail him out? Like this guy's just
crazy.
Just he is like one of those dudes that needs to be canceled. Like how we live in cancel culture. Like I'm not into like those movements right now.
No, but I'm cool with canceling.
But canceling R.Kelly, that one there's nobody defending that dude.
No,
yeah. But like Kanye, just I just like his music. His couple last albums were okay, but I know he had like the mental breakdowns. Coming back.
But I mean, music wise, he's done really good. I mean, if you just separate what he's done off from music, but to what he's actually done, like it's really good music. Like
just production.
Everything.
And he's kind of made a lot of artists that are trending today. Like he kind of paved the way for them. So I mean, you could say Jay-Z brought him on, so it's kind of like a whole chain. But definitely like Kid Cudi. A lot of people love Kid Cudi.
I mean, talent. He's talent. That's basically all it is. Yeah,
talent. Like especially like he's just a producer. So he's more of a producer and like an artist too, because he has his clothing brand and all this. He's more like an artist than just a rapper. You know. That's kind of.
Oh, I see everything that he does. I mean, I just don't understand how he takes stuff that doesn't look that great and makes people believe this is the greatest thing ever.
Dude, like those dad shoes and shit.
Exactly. And some of the clothes that he comes out with too, like I don't know if you remember a while back, he came out with like that this clothes that like kind of looked like
homeless people,
zombies. Yeah, I was like, what the heck? And it was selling. I was like, what,
bro? That shit was selling out like thousands of dollars, just selling out. And
I was like, man, what the?
That tells you it's not about the quality.
It's about
the brand. It's all about the the personal brand. The name basically.
The name. It's all name branding. Like
that's the importance. Like
same thing with like Apple. Like Apple could put out trash and people still buy it because it says Apple on it. Like,
they got me, bro. Like fucking Apple got me in that bitch. Like anything Apple, I buy it. Like I might not buy it right away, but if
I'll wait till it drops down in price.
Yeah, when I have to upgrade or whatever, I don't even think about like Android had like a new phone that flips is like dual screen and like all this shit, and I'm like, I'm still getting Apple. Like they give me the same shit. Just that blue freaking ticker mark. Like it's just something about like just simple that you know. But then Android too has like problem. Like sometimes every phone changes and you don't know like how to like maneuver.
iPhone has always the same iOS.
And that's the key, iOS. Goddamn neighbors, bro. That's the only thing I've like. You always hear like outside noise and shit.
That's all good.
There's like I think 3 or 4 episodes that I've done. You always hear the paletero, bro, just passing by. Just the music.
Hey, but you know it's real.
Yeah. So what do you think of like the whole Nipsey Hussle thing?
I mean, I heard about all the stuff that he does for the community and his message he really tries to put out there. I think it's sad, to be honest. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna be here and like be like, oh, I was a big Nipsey Hussle fan. I listened to some of his songs.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's a really good artist. Like he's dope as hell.
Yeah.
But I wasn't really a big fan, I guess. But I saw what people saw in him. Like he's really good at what he does, and like not only that, I think people liked more the fact that he was a good artist and he was like trying to give back to his community and do all this stuff for his community. So,
yeah, no, I feel the same way. I didn't really know much of what he was doing, and I had seen a couple interviews of him. So I was like, oh, cool, whatever. But I didn't really listen to his music.
Yeah.
Like I heard him on a couple features, like the "Fuck Donald Trump" song by YG and stuff, and like I saw him in a couple of videos. But like you said, I didn't really know. And then now that he died, of course, it's always
everybody's gonna start streaming every single song.
Yeah, he was trending number 2 or number 1 overall, and then everybody just like blows up his message. So now that he died, I actually got to listen to some interviews and what he was doing for the community. It's like, oh shit, he was doing really good things. Yeah. The sad thing is, you only get talked about when you pass away. Like
exactly the same thing with Triple X Tentacion.
Yeah,
like I'm not gonna lie, he did some really bad stuff in his life, but I saw it at the end, like towards the end, he was trying to turn it around because you could hear it in his music.
Yeah.
Like, I was really into his music, so that one kind of hit me a little bit. Yeah, he was... But then the thing, too, he was really young. Like,
yeah,
I'm 25, and he was, like, 20. I couldn't imagine dying that young. That's crazy.
I always think about that, too. Like, man, especially all these young rappers, they're all, like, 18, 19, 20.
Yeah, exactly.
You look back, you're like, fuck, the little kids. Like, when I look at 18-year-olds, like, 19-year-olds, I'm like, these guys, I was that young or that immature, because, like, you see them walking around, they're so immature and shit.
Yeah, they're so immature with millions of dollars. And, like, I would do the same thing if I had millions of dollars and I was that young.
Yeah, like, especially how people get mad at, like, professional athletes, they make it to the league and they blow their money and this, but they go from poverty to never having anything, and then boom,
like you don't want somebody to splurge once they finally actually got some money. Like, obviously after a while
be smart with it.
After a while they're gonna be smart with it, but at the beginning, of course, they're just gonna blow a bunch of money. Yeah, they're like, well, I never had it, so I mean, that's what you just gotta freaking judge it from the outside. You know, like, be fair. That's always like a lot of times people just want to like bury these people or like, if something bad happens, but you just gotta give it time, let it breathe. Yeah, you just gotta look at it like, what if it was you probably spend a bunch of money too. Yeah, so I mean, and they're just doing the same thing anybody else would.
I forgot what someone said, how with sports, like, okay, when it comes to people's regular jobs, you always side with the worker versus like the manager or the corporate, you know.
Yeah.
But when it comes to professional sports, people always side with the corporate and the owners and shit. Like, oh, why isn't that guy taking a pay cut to help our team? Like, why isn't he trying to get like the most money signing with that bad team, but he wants to get paid instead of helping and win a championship? But people are rooting for the corporate, the CEOs.
Yeah, why would you take a pay cut from these billionaires?
Yeah.
So I mean, of course you're gonna try to get as much money as you can.
Yeah, like
they have the money to pay you.
Exactly. Like, if we were in that situation, we would all take the money.
Exactly.
But I don't know why people just love defending. Like, when it comes to sport, they want to defend the owners and the team. It's just like, come on, bro.
But they never bring up that in the MLB, they're making way more money than players in the NBA and the NFL.
Oh, dude, those
like
baseball
money is crazy. Nobody talks about that.
That's big money right there, bro. Like, I want my kids to play baseball. Like, bro. Like, forget all this football, breaking your legs, and all this competition. But over here, you just. That's
I mean, baseball, there's still some risk, but there's way lower risk in baseball than in football.
I mean, for sure. Or just like basketball, if you don't have the genes, like, you can be super good. There's those rare chances where you might make it, but if you're not at least 6'2", 6'3", there's not even any point. Like, you might as well look somewhere else, you know. And then baseball, like, it does require a lot of skill. Like, it's not athleticism, but skill.
It's
like,
more of a skill sport.
The twitch, the accuracy, everything, you have to be like in sync. But the money's there, though. The money's to be had in baseball.
Definitely there.
Yeah, I always wanted to play baseball when I was young, but never really didn't really try it, to be honest. I was like, whatever.
I played baseball when I was young, but I kind of just got to freshman year, and then after that, I just played football and basketball.
You just like whatever. Yeah. No, I mean, sometimes too is what's popular, because baseball's kind of like I don't want to say it's dying completely, but it's kind of like downtrending just because young people are not getting into it.
Yeah.
Do you follow Gary Vee now? Or,
yeah.
Yeah, I saw him. He did an interview with A-Rod and Big Cat from Barstool Sports or whatever. And then they were talking about how baseball, they have this thing where no one on the internet is allowed to post their content. So, you know how people make like highlight videos for soccer or basketball highlight videos, all that stuff. Baseball takes everything down because they have a restriction on media. Yeah, they're the only ones that are allowed to post that stuff. So that's kind of alienating this upcoming like generation, because that's how we watch on Instagram videos, all this. But if you notice, there's hardly any baseball videos, like, because it gets taken down right away. They have like a whole restriction, and you're going against the future, you know. I
feel like in basketball, like they let them have like their own personality kind of thing. Like that's what draws the attention to the sport, because you have your like Antonio Browns or Odell Beckhams that are always on like social media, and like you feel like you know that player a little bit more, so you want to watch them play.
Games because you know the player. It's all
baseball. I can't recall the last time I saw a baseball player post something. For the most part,
they don't post. They don't have viral moments that much because of the restriction. So
I guess it's a trade-off. I mean, you make a bunch of money, but at the same time,
they could be making more and be more popular. But but the thing is, they're making money now. But how's it going to be if it keeps and people keep saying it's boring? No, you going to the game is still fun. That's where they make their money, because they play like 160 games every team. So compared to 16 football games or 82 basketball games, it's just 160 games. Like all the revenue they make from sponsors, beer, all that stuff. So that's where the money's at. But it's just with the young people, they're not winning the battle with the young people. We don't know what's gonna be like unless they change that ban or whatever. Like you were saying, football too. Football kind of like is negative against personalities though. Like how you're saying. They freaking negative, but in basketball they celebrate it. Like you always see basketball beef or they're talking shit to each other, but it's always like in a good way, you know. That pretty much wraps it up for today. Thank you for coming on, and we're definitely check out where can people find your merch.
People can find me on Instagram, nextgen 760, and then on there I have my Snapchat too. It's a nextgen Apparel. So
do you post like everything for sale on Instagram? Everything, your stories or just the feed or
everything's on Instagram and Snapchat. The next thing I'm looking into is starting a website, so people can actually go and order online, and it feels a little more professional, basically.
Having a website.
And so I mean, but
what do you offer? Because I know you talk about shirts, but do you do sweaters and hats? And
I do like these kind of like sweaters. I want to start doing like sweatpants. I want to start doing like muscle shirts. I mean, I could print on almost anything that's like cloth material, basically. So during the winter, I want to start doing like long sleeves. Of course, bring back the sweaters again. I want to do beanies, but those I'll have to get them sent to an embroidery shop, but they look pretty sick. So
I mean, in the future, if you start getting more and more, you could start maybe getting your own embroidery.
I could bring my own embroidery machine. So I mean,
and then just keep making better quality. But I mean, just as like you said, starting now, so that's pretty good, man. All right, well, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already. If you're listening on iTunes and Spotify, give it a 5-star rating. You guys know what to do. Thank you guys for watching.